All right, guys, tonight we're going to be talking about rebranding 101 and what does it look like to rebrand. So, usually when we hear rebrand, people think logos, they think colors, they think all of the things. If you are happy with your logo, don't change it. If you are currently happy with your logo, don't change it. So, what is that? Branding. So, the very first thing you're going to do is you're going to look at branding. So as you're rebranding, this is your list that you're going to start with. How does your branding look? Does it look appealing? Is it something that you would pay top dollar for? So, how does your branding look? Does it represent your company? And if it doesn't, you need to change it. If it does, keep it. If it's nothing, if you don't feel like nothing's wrong with your logo, um, keep it. Nothing, all of the things, okay? So, logo, colors, brand message. Do you have a brand message? What is your brand message? Here at Her Way, our whole purpose is to help inspire and empower women to financial freedom. We do that. We do that through certifications, different educational courses, and our memberships. So, what does your brand stand for? Branding is more than just a logo, y'all. So, but I always hear when people immediately when they start talking about rebranding, they're like, "Oh, I'm going to get my logo done." If your logo is okay, don't spend the extra money on a logo. Okay? So, if you're okay with your branding, then just put a check mark by it. If you're like, "Hey, I'm okay with this branding. I'm okay with my name, all of the things." We're going to put a check mark by it. The second thing that you want to look at is your social media presence. Do you have a social media presence? And if so, what is your top social media? Like, where's your community at? Where's your community at? So, for me, my community is on Facebook and TikTok. For you, where is your community? Where are you getting the most engagement? Where are you getting the most followers? Where are people showing up looking for you? That's where you want to put your focus at. Oftentimes, people want to focus on a community that is not building. So, what I mean by that is, oh, my Instagram is not doing well. I really need to focus. Why are you focusing on somebody that's not paying you no attention? If the guy is not into you, he's just not into you. Why are you focusing on someone that is just not into you? He's not into you. And that's okay because now you don't have to be into him either. So take a look at your social media. What are your top communities? So where are your people showing up at? Are you getting a lot of engagement on Instagram? Are you getting a lot of engagement on Facebook? Are you getting a lot of engagement on TikTok? Okay. Does that mean that you're just going to totally forget about the other platforms? No, it just means that you're not going to put all of your energy into those platforms. So that means, like, instead of me posting 3 times a day on Instagram, I post 1 time a day on Instagram. What I am aiming for 2026 for Instagram is I want to post something, one piece of really good content a day. So one piece of really good content a day for Instagram and then log off. Log off and go on about my day. Because my community has not been on Instagram ever. So I still want to show up on that platform so people can know about me, but I'm not going to sit there and nurture it and cater it and all of the things when I can do all of those things on Facebook and TikTok and immediately see a ROI. That's like that's like you neglecting the one person that actually shows up for you and love you to go to a man that's going to cheat on you, abuse you, all of the things, and don't care nothing about you. So that's the second thing we want to go to. We want to take a look at our social media and we want to see where are we getting the most traction and where our people are really showing up. because that's where we're going to be able to nurture our audience at. So far, are you following me? If you are, drop a two. If you are following me so far, drop a two. All right. So now we need to have a marketing strategy in place. So we cannot do this rebrand without a marketing strategy in place. We cannot do this rebrand without a marketing strategy in place. Oftentimes, we are so focused on websites, logos, and branding that we have not put a dollar towards marketing. Okay. What does marketing look like for you? What is that budget? Do you have a budget? If it's a free 99, then we need to come up with strategies for the free 99. All right. So we are going to go a little deeper into the marketing sector. I'm going to put a mark by that because I want to give you some marketing strategies that you can do with $0. I also want to give you some marketing strategies that you can do with about $500, depending on where your budget is. All right. The fourth thing that you want to work on is your menu, your service menu. You got to clean it up, guys. You got to clean it up. So, what does that look like? That looks like maybe you possibly picking your top five services that you want to focus on for the winter time or for first quarter. I like to break my year up into quarters. I don't focus on the entire year all at once. I do I focus on everything quarter by quarter because everything could change quarter by quarter. So, and not only that, the seasons change quarter by quarter. So now we are looking at our service menu. We Our first quarter is January, February, March. Okay. So January, February, March, you are still in winter and you're leading up to spring, but it's still very much winter. So for the most part, it's still cold. So just for first quarter, you are going to revamp your menu. You want to look to see what are the top trending services in your industry. What are the top trending services in your industry? If you're in body contouring, your top trending services are fat dissolve. If you're in body contouring, your top trending services right now is fat dissolve. It has been for the last at least 18 months. It has been fat dissolve for at least the last 18 months. If you are doing Scope RX, I highly recommend that you post a lot about your scope shots. Scope shots has been like top of the list because a lot of people are either doing lipo shots, liquid lipo shots, or skinny shots, all of the shots. So scope shots is just a way for you to stand out, but still give them the fat dissolve that they're looking for. All right. So you got fat dissolve. Okay. Um, and then you would look into other four other services that work really well, that are trending, and that customers will want. Okay. Number five, your retail. Your retail is like an extra stream of income. It has to be. It's like a second job that you don't have to work for. It is like having a second job that you don't have to go and work really, really hard at. Whenever you don't offer retail in your business, you are missing out on anywhere between an extra $3,000 a month to an extra $5,000 a month or more. Some of the girls are doing the take home kits. They're bringing in from the take home hit kits at least $15,000 a month. Some are doing five, some are doing 15. Just depends on their marketing. All right. So retail, retail, retail. I would start right here with my rebranding. This is where I would focus on if I am trying to rebrand. If I am trying to rebrand, I'm going to focus on my branding. I'm going to make sure that my branding looks like a good representation of my company. I don't want my branding to look like I did everything DIY. Okay. I don't want my branding to look like I am the DIY queen and then you can come and try to negotiate my prices because that's not what we're doing here. The second thing is your social media. How does your social media look? So let's go to social media and branding, kind of like all in one, really quick. So let me show y'all just some quick photos um, from the Herway AI app and how it's building out a photo shoot, right? So this is a photo shoot that I built for lipo oil. Why? Because I wanted lipo oil to give luxury. I really wanted to be affiliated with um Pilates. So when they see the lipo oil, they think about Pilates, and everybody has a good feeling right now with Pilates. So that's why I have this young lady looking like she is going to a Pilates class or a yoga class. Okay. So, when you are thinking about your social media presence, I want you to think about what are your images saying? Because in reality, we sell transformations, we sell results. Okay. So, if I'm looking at your social media, here are the couple of categories that I want to see on your social media. I want to see something that's in alignment with lifestyle. That's why I did those photos with the lipo oil on my AI app. So if you don't know, Herway has their own personal AI app that will help build out a photo shoot for you, an entire photo shoot, not just a photo shoot for you. It's a difference. A photo shoot is multiple photos at one time, which is what I showed you. You can tell it you want some lifestyle photos, you want it to look like a real UGC. You can tell it whatever you want. Okay. So, my first thing is how can I incorporate your services and your retail products into my everyday life? That is going to be your lifestyle. So, what type of workouts can I use? What kind of workouts do you want to be affiliated with? What type of lifestyle do you want to be affiliated with? Do you want to be with the girlies that work out? Do you want to be with the girlies that are moms? Do you want to be with the girlies that don't have children? Totally up to you, but you need to build that out on your social media. Do you understand so far? Drop a yes in the comments, drop a no if I lost you. Yes or no? Okay, perfect. All right. So then you got your lifestyle, but then you need your before and afters because we sell transformations. We without transformations, people are not going to buy from us, guys. Without transformations, people just are not going to buy from us. That's why whenever you see me sell Herway retail products, I'm always asking you guys for photos like, hey, can I buy the photos from you? That way, everybody that uses the products are able to use the photos. So I asked recently for some Scope RX photos, right? Let me see if I saved some in my phone. Okay, here's a photo from Charlene, I think it was. So this is the before and after photo of Scope RX. We sell transformations. Without these photos, you're not going to be able to sell your service or your product. We sell transformations. If you go on any person's social media that sell weight loss, anything, weight loss products, fitness, trainers, any of those things, they have before and afters because they know the importance of transformations. We sell transformations, even if it's just a photo of yourself using the products and services and how it has helped you. We sell transformations. Okay. All right. Now you got your lifestyle, you got your before and after. Now you need social proof. Now you need social proof. How many people can say your product on social media really works? How many people can actually say, hey, I love that lipo oil. I love Scope RX. Where is your social proof? You're going to need some. Whether that's asking clients for testimonials in exchange for a coupon or a free service, whatever it is, you have to decide whatever works for your budget and your business, but you're going to need some social proof. Okay. So when you're building out your social media for 2026, I want you to think about these three things. Lifestyle. What type of client is going to use my products and services? That's what I mean by lifestyle. I don't mean you showing a Rolls Royce or you showing, because when you do things, I heard a mentor of mine that I used to be with, she said, when you lead with cheese, you attract rats. And ever since I heard that, I was like, light bulb moment. However, that you can also flip that into a good way. If you're leading with the lifestyle photos of yoga, Pilates, you working out, because you want people to affiliate your brand with healthy, get active services and products, that's what I mean by lifestyle. If you understand lifestyle, drop a one. If you do not understand lifestyle and need me to go a little deeper, drop a zero. Everybody understand? Okay, perfect. All right. Before and after. Why? Because we sell transformations. That's why I'm always asking people for before and after pictures, before and after videos, anything that I can get, because I sell weight loss products. People thrive off of transformations. What have your products and services done for anyone? And show it to me. So I want you to get a collage of before and after pictures, and I want you to be okay with reusing the pictures over and over again. So use posting that same picture once a week is perfectly okay. Posting that picture once a week is perfectly okay until you get some more photos. Okay? It is perfectly okay until you get some more photos. So if you're like, I don't have enough photos, post what you have until you get enough where you can rotate it in and out every quarter. But for right now, we need videos and photos of before and after. If you understand number two, drop a yes. I mean, drop a two. Then I know I can go to number three. So if you understand number two, drop a two. If you don't, drop a zero so I can go a little deeper. If you're like, where am I going to get these photos? If you go to the one-on-one group, if you are utilizing a Herway product, use the search button, type in the product, and before and after pictures will show up for the last 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 years, depending on what the product is. And you can use those photos. Because oftentimes I purchase them from people so that my students can use them. All right. The third thing, social proof. I need some testimonials in the comment section. I need some testimonials posting. I need people saying, hey, her products and her services work. Her products and her services work. I love it. I've been going to her. Get that social proof, because in a day in an era where everybody owns a business, but nobody really owns a business, if you know, you know. I saw this meme. I don't know if I saved it in my phone because, girl, I was out of storage. Y'all, I was out of storage. Um, if this was the meme, once your customers under your comments saying they haven't received their order and it's been 63 days, I'm good on whatever you're selling. So social proof can go both ways. It can go good or bad. That's why I always tell the cousins, like, y'all don't be meaning no harm when you're like, oh, I didn't get my package. I'm like, no, 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 no. You need to tell the whole story. UPS lost your package, not us. We don't work for UPS. Now tell the whole story so new people coming won't assume that we're not shipping our products. And we're actually changing our policy in 2026 so we can ship out faster. So in 2026, it will go from 7 to 14 business days to 5 to 10 business days, which I'm really excited for the company to be able to do that. We try to ship out as fast as we can. So I'm super stoked, like excited about that. But you're going to need that social proof. Okay. So, lifestyle. If you have the Her Way app, I highly recommend that you use some of the prompts that we gave you guys. We gave y'all some prompts that you can create lifestyle photos with. 10 out of 10. Definitely recommend. Before and afters, because you sell transformations and social proof. Because people want to know from other people that your products work. Okay? So, that is going to be your social media. That is going to be your social media. Keep it simple, y'all. Keep it simple. Don't overthink social media. Do not overthink social media. If you go to those three things, which is your social proof, which is your transformations, and also you can educate them on the products and services as well. Anytime you see me post some educational about the products, just copy and paste it and use it as well. So if you see me posting the ingredients and talking about the benefits of Scope RX, just copy it, paste it, put it on your page. Because especially if you're promoting the Scope RX services. What we try to do here at Her Way is make sure that we are providing healthy alternatives to losing weight for your customers. So healthy alternatives to losing weight for the everyday spa owners. Okay? All right. The next one is you're going to need a marketing strategy. You're going to need a marketing strategy. The very first thing, you need to be able to get leads daily. Do not drop the ball. You have to get leads daily. You should be getting leads daily. You should be getting leads daily. You should be getting leads daily. Okay? So, how do you get leads? You need some type of lead magnet. You need a lead magnet. And a lead magnet doesn't necessarily have to be free. It's just recommended that it's free. It can be something low cost as well. So if you want to do a lead magnet, especially if you're running ads, if you want to do a low cost lead magnet, that means that it's anywhere between $9 to $14. You definitely could. So a lead magnet doesn't necessarily have to be free. You just have to make sure that you have something in place so that you can get the client's contact information, which is going to be their email. You can get a telephone number and their name. You should be getting leads daily. If you are in your business right now or you are starting your business and you are not getting leads daily, I need you to stop whatever you're doing tomorrow. Plan out at least an hour so you can figure out how you can start collecting leads every single day. You have to get your leads, guys. Like you have to. You have to get your leads. You should be getting leads every single day. All right? All right, lead magnet. So the very first thing that you need to have in place is for your marketing strategy or your marketing plan is how am I going to get leads every single day? Am I going to do Facebook ads or am I going to do it organically where I have to post about my lead magnet myself and get the leads that way? But I should be getting leads every single day. I should be getting leads every day. All right. After you get your leads, now what do you do with them after you get the leads? You date them. You date them. So once I get your contact information, I'm going to start to date you. And when you first start dating a person, you don't come out and just ask them, hey, can I borrow $15? No, that's not how that works. So what you want to do is you want to do an introduction post. All right. You want to do an introduction post. So once again, if you went and got the Herway um app, I created this on the app. It's a picture. I had already taken the picture and then I just got the app to do another picture for me. But I want to introduce myself to my new audience. I want to introduce myself to my new audience, and I included a picture. So once I get the leads, I introduce myself. Hi guys, my name is Sabrina Lee. I am the owner and founder of Herway Training Institute, and I have helped over 5,000 women start and scale their spa business. Here at Herway, we help you create legacy businesses. We do that through teaching you how to properly market, how to service your client, and how to increase your revenue every single month. So your first email to them should be an introduction. Who are you? You can even tell them some credentials about yourself as well, and a simple picture. That's it. But you need to date them. You need to date them. The only way that marketing only works if you are consistent. Marketing only works if you are consistent. If you don't have discipline in your business, you will lack consistency as well. Because discipline looks like, hey, no matter what I got going on, I still have to show up for my business. And that's what consistency looks like as well. So once you get your lead magnets, which is a daily lead magnet, you should have it set up where your first email to them is an intro to you. Who are you? Some credentials about you, where you're located. Tell them where you're located because it's a possibility that they may, I don't know where they got the lead from. Okay, where are you located, your website, your contact information, anything that you need them to know about you. That's the very first contact that you're going to give them. Okay, so you should be getting leads every single day, and then you should be dating your clients. You're going to date them in their emails or through SMS. So, emails, SMS. The next one is ads. As much as I would love to tell you that you do not need any money for ads, that's just not the world that we live in right now, y'all. We don't live in a world where you don't have to run, when you run in a business, you don't have to use ads, okay? You will always have to use some type of ads. My recommendation is going to be Facebook ads. I don't like Google ads for our business. I've spent money on Google ads. I've spent money on Yelp ads, all of the things. Facebook ads has had the highest ROI. And when I do Facebook ads, I always do a video. When I do Facebook ads, I always do a video. I always do a video. And I am going to tell you that people like to get their life together in the middle of the night. I cannot tell you how many clients said that they book me and it was like 10 or 11 o'clock at night. Like, yeah, I seen your ad like on Facebook like 10 or 11 o'clock at night. And I was like, oh, let me book it. And that's what they did. So about 90% of my clients are booking at like late at night for some odd reason. I don't know. So just a FYI, Facebook ads have a really high ROI, but for the most part, Facebook ads can be pretty expensive as well. But if you don't have the money in first quarter, I do recommend that you set aside some type of money so that in second quarter you can start running your Facebook ads. Okay? The next thing is events. You need to start being a part of events. And that can look like pop-up shops. that could look like wellness events. But guys, sometimes these things don't pay off immediately. Okay, sometimes they don't pay off immediately. What I mean by that is you can be using those pop-up ads, pop-up shops, and those wellness events as um exposure events. Way for people, more people to get to know about your business, more people to know and learn about you so you can talk to them. So some of these events are strictly for exposure. How much exposure can I get my business? That's what it's for. All right. So right now, I would recommend that you do some pop-up events and some wellness events. Okay. You can find them on Eventbrite. There's also the Chamber of Commerce. There's also like you can go on TikTok and find events near you. TikTok always has like videos about where the next pop-up shop is in your city, all of the things. So you definitely can utilize TikTok on that as well. Okay. And then the last thing is going to be collaborations. You can either do this with an influencer. So you can do collaborations through an influencer. You can do it through blogs. You can do it through UGC. However, you're going to need to collaborate with somebody else that has a bigger platform than you. If you're in Spa League, you have a whole Excel sheet of different podcasts that you can email to ask to be a part of. And the reason for that is because you need to get on different platforms or collaborate with people that have a bigger audience than you. But you want to make sure it is the audience that is in alignment with your business. So I'll give you an example. Have y'all seen everybody paying like Peach McIntyre um money to promote their hair business, right? How many days should the ad run and what's the minimum you suggest? I would say let the ads run. I do my ads for 90 days and then I just switch the ads. So I let it run for 90 days to see how well it's doing. And then if that ad is not doing well, I will either change the words up or I'll change the video. So sometimes it's not the ad that's doing bad, it's the marketing part with the video or the wording that's not attracting the clients. So sometimes you just need to change your wording. So some people was paying Peach McIntyre to promote their business. Well, a couple of things. If you're going to do collaborations with anybody that has a bigger platform than you, the very first thing that you want to make sure is you want to make sure that they have the audience that you're looking for. So I think it was Isha talking about the other day how most of her audience is males. Well, I think on social media, she has like 30,000 followers or something like that on TikTok. But most of her followers are males. So if you don't cater to males, then you don't need to partner with her. So the very first thing you need to find out when you are talking about collaboration with people that have a larger platform, what percentage is the percentage that you want to target? You know that mostly women like our services. So you may want to target people that have a platform with about 85 to 90% women. Okay. Fitness, eating healthy. Those are all things that's in alignment with what we have going on. So you need to make sure that that is what the people that you are promoting with or collaboration with that they promote. You don't want to go with somebody that eats unhealthy all the time and never lose any weight because her clients feel comfortable with being big and they're not going to want to lose any weight either. So a couple when you are doing these collaborations, ask questions. Don't feel like, oh, you can't ask questions because you're they have a larger platform than you or any other things like No, ask questions because you're going to be paying them. And don't be afraid to target micro influencers. So, a micro influencer has about anywhere between 5 to 10,000 followers. Um, but their engagement is high. Like my husband has a TikTok. He has like 6,000 followers on his TikTok, but he gets a lot of views. He's gotten a million view video before, and I haven't, and I got 50,000 followers. So don't be afraid to target a micro influencer. Look at their video views, especially if you're going to use them on TikTok. Look at their video views, see what their engagement is like. They may have a dedicated community that shows up for them all the time, better than a influencer that has 40, 50, 60,000 followers. Does that make sense? So don't be afraid to partner with some micro influencers. And I would say try to partner with somebody at least once a quarter. Once a quarter, try to set aside some money and partner with someone that can come in and make it really casual. Hey guys, today I'm going to be getting services from ABC Lounge. They're located in Charlotte, North Carolina. And what are we going to be getting done today? And then you kind of explain the process as you're doing the process. So you doing videos of walking them through them getting their service done. Or if you're promoting a retail product, they have a real clean background. I don't like to promote with people that promote everything. So if they're already promoting a lot of stuff, I don't really reach out to them because sometimes that can lose the trust of the customers because they're promoting everything. So it's like, oh, she always promoting some. I'm not doing that. She always promoting something. All right. Do you guys have any questions? That's what we're going to wrap up for tonight. We're going to do part two tomorrow morning. So we are going to do part two tomorrow morning. Do y'all got do y'all have any questions? Sorry. Do anyone have any questions? No questions? All right, guys. So once again, if you're not getting leads every single day, you need to go create a lead magnet tonight or first thing in the morning so you can start generating leads tomorrow. Tomorrow. Do not wait till the beginning of the year to start generating leads. You need to generate leads today, but we'll wait till in the morning. All right. If you guys don't have any questions, I am going to close out and we will have part two in the morning. Have a great day, guys.